Yo, what up, guys? You already know what it is. It's your boy T-Dub. What's blazing the sports? We are here live. Come on, support it. We're gonna get this started, guys. So, some people gonna like this video. Some people might dislike it. Heck, you can even call in and voice your opinion. 314-884-1013, guys. But what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna listen to an interview from Barry Hearn, and I'm gonna give you my best thoughts and breakdown on what I heard. And guys, listen, if you hear something different in this video, call me, let me know. T-Dub, what's blazing sports? We are here live. New media standing up. LDBC rocking out. Let's get it. All right. Shout out to all my subscribers. All Red Sox fan, keep it real boxing. Everyone. Listen, guys. Barry Hearn, I haven't heard this video all the way through, and I know there's been videos already done on, this conversation. But guys, I just want to give you my personal thoughts on there, and like I said, guys, this is not a shot at the Joshua fans or anything. This is right here, just putting it out there, man. This is just for you guys to just be able to listen to the truth. This right here is to stop the pointing fingers. I blame Wilder. I blame Joshua. I blame Eddie, Fast Eddie. This interview right here done by Barry Hearn should tell everyone that's been in denial or confused exactly who's to blame. And I'm not even sure if I can say the word blame. It's just a straight up maneuver. It's just a straight up plan. They set a goal to push the fight off, and they're accomplishing their objectives to reach that goal to push it off for a 2-year delay. I think I said it. Yeah, I did say it. Let's get it. Let's make sure YouTube doing their thing, guys. All right, YouTube's working. If YouTube's working, that means we working, right? T-Dub was blazing the sport. You already know. Let's see what Barry got to say.
That you can trust them. There's lots of people you can't trust. I might know the difference between one and the other. And Eddie's finding out some of the things, some of the...
And guys, what we'll listen to right now, this is going to be Barry Hearn, all right, who passed the company on to Eddie Hearn, who is now the head man in charge making these maneuvers. But Barry Hearn, remember, guys, even though sometimes a son can outgrow his dad and be younger than his dad now, a son typically goes back and reflect to dad. Dad, what would you do in this situation? And we're going to listen to what Barry would do. Guys, what's up? Westside's in the building. Bomb Squad. Listen, you already know it's Bomb Squad. Let me turn this. What can I do over here? All right. Let's do this, guys. All right, so let's listen to Barry. Talk to him, Barry.
And the relationships there. But over the last 2 years, he's established his own reputation and own ID. So
talking about Eddie right now.
Purpose, but when it's things like, okay, let's sign Deontay Wilder, I will say to him,
listen to this. Listen. This is where it's starting, guys. This is where they starting to try to put some the meat and potatoes coming together. They trying to get 2 pieces of bread and make a sandwich and just missing the meat in between. And this is where they're talking about probably signing Deontay Wilder. Hold on. Let's go back 2 seconds. Let's go back 2 seconds, guys. Let's go back 2 seconds. I think I went back too many seconds.
And I've got progressively better. I think
I went back too many seconds.
A better operator than I was.
All right.
Once you accept that, you give him the rope. I mean, I don't think anyone, only a blind person, could not understand what's happened to boxing.
Wilder beat Tyson Fury. Eddie is spoiled rich kid.
All of it's down to Eddie, but the other 5% have come from other people. No, he's been spectacular in spreading boxing and creating opportunities.
I went back too far.
Taking it to a level that probably wasn't even in my imagination. I'm very good at controlling businesses, money, investments. That's probably, as you get more experience, that I know what to do with it.
How far did I go back?
He's better at me than making it.
Give me an example of where Eddie made...
I think that's where we're going to talk about Deontay Wilder. Let's get it.
Well, I mean,
situation.
I mean, the Deontay Wilder one was, you know, and he said, look, you know, Shelley Finkel, go and sit down with him. And I wouldn't have gone if Eddie hadn't said it. And I'm not sure sitting down with him did any good. But
from this interview, man, like I said, I didn't get a chance to finish it. I started a little bit. I listened to about 3 minutes of it. It's like a 17-minute long video, but I got the meat and potatoes of it. This one right here, I can tell that Barry does not like Shelley Finkel at all. And Shelley must don't care too much for Barry. But some kind of way, you know, Eddie, you know, convinced Barry to sit down with Shelley Finkel, right? You know, maybe to discuss possibly signing Deontay Wilder. But let's hear what Barry has to say. Talk to him, Barry. And this is not Barry Sanders. He did not rush for thousands of yards for the Detroit Lions.
We both know each other for a long time. You know, it's there's lots of people in boxing that you can trust, and there's lots of people you can't trust. And I might know the difference between one and the other. And Eddie's finding out some of the things, you know, some of the governing bodies and the relationships there. But over the
government bodies and relationships with the government bodies, yeah, very convenient how Deontay Wilder signed for a $15 million flat, and one of the government bodies came out and put a 24-hour deadline to make the fight happen, not with Wilder, but with Povetkin. Yeah, I would say this, guys. I would say this, man. Like they made some. You know, when you're talking about making maneuvers in sports, you know, in your favor, they definitely did it. When you can get government bodies to do things like this to avoid a fight, to basically, so they don't point the finger at you for not, you know, because Anthony Joshua, in my opinion, they were out of options. When Deontay Wilder accepted $15 million flat, and he said, I'll fight in the UK, and he said, I'll brush my teeth, whatever toothbrush you say, you know, like, and he accepted everything you got that you offered him. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, you're like, what am I do? It's like putting somebody in a corner, putting them in a corner, and they're looking for a way out. And conveniently, one of the government bodies came to the rescue, guys. Put that cape on. They put that cape on. Time to save a hoe. And they saved a hoe. Let's go.
Last 2 years, he's established his own reputation and own ID. So I'm superfluous. But when it's things like, okay, let's sign Deontay Wilder, I will say to him,
when it's things like, what he just said was, when it's things like, let's sign Deontay Wilder, Eddie Hearn came to his father and said, let's sign Deontay Wilder.
I'll give you all the money. So Deontay knows that it's all up front.
So Deontay knows all up front.
So I can take away people's financial problems because of the strength of our business, which is, you know, very, very strong.
He can take away people's financial problems, which is the strength of their business. But when you give somebody a flat fee for $15 million, I don't know about that. Let's go.
You, like you said, have got a relationship with Shelley Finkel better so than Eddie has.
Difficult to have a worse one, I would think. Yeah. but Shelley's his own man as well, and Shelley's not, you know, I mean, Shelley wouldn't do me a favour, and I wouldn't do him a favour. So sometimes discussions take place that neither side really want.
That is crazy. I was thinking about, like, you know, like, Shelley wouldn't do me a favor. I wouldn't do him a favor, you know. But sometimes you got to come together and make business.
I mean, Eddie.
But I want to get to, like I said, guys, I didn't watch this fully, but I want to get to the part where he basically was talking about pushing the fight off. And honestly, when you think about it, everything that Eddie been saying, even Joshua been saying, has pretty much been what Barry just said. Talk to him, Barry. Squeeze the juice.
September 22nd. I, personally, my advice was, let's leave it 2 years.
Right there. Golly. Right there. I, personally, let's leave it 2 years. Did Joshua not say about pushing the fight off for a couple of years? I don't have to fight right now. Eddie talking about the Mayweather-Pacquiao. Barry talking about the Mayweather-Pacquiao. Let's go back. I hope I don't go back too far this now. Here we go. Listen right here, guys. Listen to this.
Wilder on September 22nd. I, personally, my advice was, let's leave it 2 years.
2 years. Huh?
Because then how the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight got built.
Mayweather-Pacquiao fight got built. What does that have to do with this? That has nothing to do with this. Why are you trying to reflect on something else? I don't care if the people paid their money. They don't want. Listen, guys, you scam me once, and I'm not even saying the fight is a scam, but the fact is, people had to wait 5 or 6 years for that to happen. We don't want to wait 5 or 6 years for that to happen. And to be honest, the fight got delayed sometimes because Mayweather took a couple hiccups. Not Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao took a couple hiccups. He lost a few fights. That's why when he lost to Juan Manuel Marquez and had to bounce back for a couple, the Bradley loss. That's came to a point of delaying it and pushing it off. But the thing is, guys, this is not Mayweather and this is not Manny Pacquiao. You can't say a perfect storm is going to happen again. And to be honest, I think Anthony Joshua is a good fighter, but Anthony Joshua is a fighter that he can't get hit. He is vulnerable. But the one thing about Anthony Joshua I can say is that he finds a way to win. And again, I'm gonna say this, guys. Listen to what Barry is saying. Pushing the fight off 2 years, thinking about Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, basically not giving the fans what they deserve, but giving, the Matchbox the money that they want. Milking it. This, guys, is this not the definition of milking fighters? Milking the consumers, the customers. Not now.
In commercial terms, Deontay Wilder and AJ today is a $70 million fight, maybe 80.
Listen.
In 2 years' time, it might be $250, $300 million.
That's what you told Anthony Joshua, huh? Listen, this fight right now is only 70, 80 maybe, max. Even though Deontay Wilder just offered you 50 up front and back in money. But now they telling you, see, that's the thing I said about Anthony Joshua. The one thing that's getting Anthony Joshua right now is Anthony Joshua is thinking too much of a promoter mind, not the fighter mind anymore. The fighter mind should say, listen, I want to beat this guy, and I'll do a rematch and beat this guy, and by the time I beat him, Tyson Fury be there, and I beat Tyson Fury, and I beat Tyson Fury 2 more times, and after that, then Dylan White have been and built his team back up, and I beat Dylan White again after that. That's how you do it. You don't try to just milk one fight out. You're trying to just basically, you holding Joshua for one mega fight and just trying to fight everybody else. But the fact is, if you just beat this guy or fight this guy, you never know what's going to happen. Let's go.
There's a greater risk of in 2 years' time one of them fighters getting beat.
That's where your judgment comes in and say, do I see anyone out there to beat either of them? No. Okay. Could it happen? Yes. If it happens, okay, that was a bad call.
And listen, here's the thing. And you see how they're like, oh well, here's the thing. He's saying, okay, let's try to push it off 2 years. And just let them guys fight other people for 2 years. And then make it go to like a $250 million fight, all right? And then he said, well, what if one of them guys loses before then? What if one of them loses? Oh, well, it was a bad call. To me, it was a bad call. You just caused Anthony Joshua $50 million because we both know right now, matter of fact, it's more than that. It was $50 million up front money and we're backing money. So Joshua can easily, anytime a fighter fights, especially when you're talking about these guys that are heavyweight division, anytime they fight, it's a risk because they're massive punchers. You can just get clipped with the wrong thing. Look at Dylan White against Parker. He almost lost in the 12th round. Anything can happen in the heavyweight division, and you're trying to push something off for 2 years? For 2 years? And then the fact is, because of how it is, if one of these guys loses, now here's the thing. The reason that this is not Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao is that, if Deontay Wilder loses, you guys are going to try to, shit on him so hard and discredit everything he do that even if they ever can build the fight back up, it'll never be what it was. See, what Manny Pacquiao had was, Manny Pacquiao, even though he lost to Bradley, even though he lost to Juan Manuel Marquez, because they wanted him to be the one to beat Floyd Mayweather, and they had all these Pacquiao fans behind him, that even when he lost, they still try to beat him up and say Floyd Mayweather is scared of him. Floyd Mayweather is scared of him. They just wouldn't let a loss be the end of it. And even when Floyd beat Manny Pacquiao, they still say that Pacquiao still won. But in this case, you guys are going to look for a reason to discredit Deontay Wilder, especially if he loses. If he loses, a lot of you guys are going to be like, man, we dodged a bullet on that one. Did you see that guy right here? You know, like, I don't even care if Deontay Wilder loses because he trips and break a leg or sprain a wrist or something crazy that obviously it wasn't just him getting beaten in the ring, but if something physically happened to his body that caused him to lose, you guys would still count that as a legit loss, and the reason why Anthony Joshua would never have to face him. See, some of you guys don't want to see Anthony Joshua face the best. Some of you guys just want to see Anthony Joshua just go undefeated throughout his career. You guys want to see Anthony Joshua at the very top and don't want anyone to be able to test that. You guys want to, like, come on, AJ, just 5 more fights and retire. Just retire, defeated. And that's what you guys are. You know, like, I hear this term a lot called man fans. And to be honest, it's actually true. You guys are not fan of the sport. You guys are not even fan of the heavyweight division or the championship. You guys are actually fans of the man. And that's crazy. Let's see what Barry got to say. Come on, Barry, talk to us. My bad, I ain't mean to interrupt you. I know, Barry, I get long-winded sometimes. Let's go.
You know, life's about making calls. It's not about sitting still. It's not taking chances. So I think Shelley Finkel wanted to cash in on Deontay Wilder straight away. That's my honest view.
Well, listen to
he
this.
wanted to fight straight away. That's
Barry right now is laughing at Shelley Finkel because Shelley Finkel wanted to make the fight happen right now. Guys, listen, I'm telling you, if you are Anthony Joshua supporters and saying that it's Deontay Wilder all his fault, can you not listen to this interview where Barry says, "Oh, Shelley Finkel wanted to make the fight happen right now"? Really? Like, he's looking at the cameraman like, really? Like, do you believe that? He really wanted to fight now. I'm like, no. I'm going to push this thing off for 2 years. You're an idiot. Here, I'll back it up. Let me see if I can back it like 5 seconds. I'm bad at this, but let's see. Here.
chances. So I think Shelley Finkel wanted to cash in on Deontay Wilder straight away. That's
straight away. Right now.
The fight straight away.
Straight away.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
This is crazy.
This is crazy.
That, unless he didn't fancy winning the fight. I thought we better get some money out. That's a possibility.
Listen,
we don't have that concern with AJ.
Have you?
Guys, listen, man. Barry said it all. Honestly, just in that last thing right there, Barry said a lot. He proved that Shelley Finkel wanted to make the fight. Deontay Wilder proved he wanted to make the fight because he accepted $15 million flat. For even out of his mouth, I believe he said it's worth maybe 70 or 80 right now. Even if it's worth 70 or 80 right now, you're offering Deontay Wilder 15 flat. And the crazy thing about it, the mind-boggling thing about it is, Wilder accepted it. And then we go back to your relationship, like you say, with the government bodies, and all of a sudden people intervening and putting 24-hour notice in. 24 hours later, Povetkin was still not signed. It was, you did? Well, then show us the paper with the date on it. Show us the paper with that date on it. Oh, you're not going to show us that? Okay, we got to take your word for it. All right. Listen, guys. This is just really breaking it down, man. Like I said, this is not a shot at Joshua. I think Joshua is really listening to his promoters. And the thing is, for a while, it seemed like they may have had his best interest. We don't know how his pay lined up. But in this particular one, he should have stood up. He should have looked at it. Whoa, this is not my best interest. You're telling me to wait off and fight 2 more years. Because he had some close fights, man. He had some close fights. And he's a heavyweight champion. It's not like he's a Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't move his head like that. He's not a Terrence Crawford. He's not that slick. He's not that smooth. He's not that slick. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. So to try to push a heavyweight fight out for 2 years, man, and like Barry just said, Barry Hearns, guy just said, Shelley Finkel wanted to cash out now. Barry looking at the cameraman like, really? He wanted to make the fight happen like right now. I mean, like now. This month, not in September. He wanted to really fight in September, and he's laughing at that because Shelley Finkel wanted to make the fight happen, because Deontay Wilder took a lower cost, because Al Heyman and all them together came over $50 million up front to give to Anthony Joshua. And it's crazy enough that it sounds that people were still blaming Deontay Wilder when this guy came up with $50 million up front. The money's in the bag, guys. Now we see what happened. Now we see what happened. Deontay Wilder came up with $50 million, right? In the back. Anthony Joshua looking over his shoulder like it's a ghost there. Eddie, that's $50 million. What are we gonna do, Eddie? What are we gonna do? Eddie like, Daddy said make him wait 2 years. Yeah. Maybe that right hand to get old by then. Maybe them hairs and that knuckles will turn a little bit gray and won't have quite the pop on it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, that's to me it's pretty self-explanatory. This right here is to tell all the people, all the ones that blame Wilder to just shut up. I'm not saying at this point you should kiss Wilder's nuts. I'm not saying that. If you still want to ride with your guy, ride with him. That's your dude. But anything towards Deontay Wilder about him not making a fight happen, him being the one that doesn't want to fight it, he should have accepted the money. Stop it. Because there was no amount of money that Deontay Wilder could have offered Joshua that he would accept it. He could have offered Joshua $100 million up front. He wouldn't accept it. Joshua wanted $50 million up front. They gave him $50 million. We can give you $50 million plus back end money. We fight in the U.S. Well, this fight has to be in the U.K. All right, we'll fight you in the U.K. Well, you have to take 15 million flat. Okay, I take 15 million flat. And then like, okay, what are we gonna do? My back's against the wall. This only can be in Wembley Stadium. We can't book it in Wembley Stadium. We don't care. We'll fight you anywhere. We'll fight in your backyard. And then 24-hour notice coming in. The fight don't happen. Guys, listen. One more time before I get out of here, man. Listen to the man as the man said. I can't say it better than Barry. I can't. I tried. I can't. Barry says it best. Tell him, Barry.
Have you had any further conversations with Shelley Finkel?
No, I wouldn't have a conversation unless Eddie told me to, because he's in charge. I'm happy to be there if necessary, and I'm sure that was a bad call.
There we go.
Well, you know, life's about making calls. It's not about sitting still, not taking chances. So, I think Shelley Finkel wanted to cash in on Deontay Wilder straight away.
Well, he went right now?
He wanted to fight straight away.
He wanted to fight straight away?
Crazy.
Crazy.
This is crazy. Shelley knows better than that. Unless he didn't fancy winning the fight and thought we better get some money out. That's a possibility.
He says Shelley Finkel is crazy for wanting to make the fight happen right now. He's crazy. He's fucking out of his mind. He fucking took him the elbow. He's crazy. Really, he want to fight right now. I'm like, you're stupid. You got to push this off a fight like this. You got to. Don't put it on the front eye. Don't put it on high. You got to put it on the back eye and let it simmer for about 3 or 4 years. He's crazy. Barry, listen. I'm sorry, Barry. I know I interrupted you. My bad. My bad. Talk to him, Barry.
In 2 years' time, it might be $250, $300 million.
Oh,
There's a greater risk
let's go back. Oh, they got to go back a little bit more than that.
And Joshua would fight Deontay Wilder on September 22nd.
Listen.
I, personally, my advice was let's leave it 2 years. Because then how the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight got built.
This isn't Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao.
In commercial terms,
please stop saying that.
Deontay Wilder and AJ today is a $70 million.
If any fan would be okay with this, you know, you get it. You get what you deserve. Because this guy is telling you, I am going to take my fighter and fight all around Wilder, but I'm not going to fight Deontay Wilder. And you're going to pay for it. And we're going to make millions every fight for 2 years. And then we're going to hit you over the head, boom, with the Wilder fight, assuming that these guys can stay undefeated. But how the fight's going to be bigger when every time you turn around, you're shitting on Deontay Wilder. You're saying he's nothing. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Barry. You know me, Barry. I lose my mind sometimes. Talk to him, Barry. Talk to him.
Fight, maybe 80. In 2 years' time, it might be $250, $300 million.
There's a greater risk of in 2 years' time one of them fighters getting beat.
That's where your judgment comes in and say, do I see anyone out there to beat either of them?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No.
Nobody can beat them? Okay.
Could it happen? Yes.
Yeah,
if it happens, okay. That was a bad call.
Look at that.
You know, life's about
Listen, man. That's like, listen. Anthony Joshua listen to this and be like, what the fuck? I want to knock them the spark out right now because they're saying that, listen, we're going to push it off for 2 years. We're going to talk you up. Nobody can beat you, AJ. We're going to line up everything perfect for you. All right? And you're talking about trying to keep Wilder and AJ undefeated for the next 2 years. And then the report like, well, what if one of them loses? Well, oh well, took a chance, right? So hold on. Oh well, because Masvidal's going to make their money. But Joshua's not going to make the money that he could have made 2 years prior. Or even whenever if he fights and loses. He's not going to make $50 million in the front plus back end money. No way, no way. Yachty's in the building. What's up, fam? What's going on? He's at robbing the UK blind. Telling on himself, listen, man, he is spilling the beans. Right? This is what you call spilling the beans. He is spilling them. He didn't get up from the table and accidentally hit it with his elbow. He didn't bump into it, bagging up, carrying the tray, hit the table with his butt. He fucking kicked the whole pot on himself. The beans, boom, spilled them shits. But he's telling it right here. UK fans, not UK fans. Anthony Joshua fans that believe Wilder is wrong. Anthony Joshua fans that say Deontay Wilder don't want that smoke. He wants that smoke. The money was in the bag. That guy knew it. And then that guy advised that guy not to do it. And then the guy in the middle was dumb enough to listen. Dumb. And once you decide not to do that, AJ, your own people knock you the spark out. You took a loss on that one. You might got an undefeated record, but you got a blemish on your record because you avoided. I don't really get it how you can actively avoid somebody like Deontay Wilder. And this guy giving to all your demands and people still saying that he ducked you. Well, okay, what did he say? What did he say? Okay, he said, I never thought I'd be cheering for, let me bend this down. Roddy up rushing, but AJ's embarrassing himself by the day. Hey, so you want Povetkin to give him that business? You know what, man? I don't know what Povetkin's gonna do. Like, to me, it's set up for Anthony Joshua to beat Povetkin. Now, if the fight would take place in Russia, if I was Povetkin, I would have held back, went to a purse bid, took that fight to Russia, because I hear Povetkin got some loan money behind him, and I'd have fought him in Russia. I would have rather deal with my judges in Russia if I can take it to a decision. Because if it's in the UK, and I don't care if Povetkin is looking good, I don't care if you think Povetkin won 8 out of 12 rounds. Povetkin is not going to get that decision. Povetkin will have to knock out Anthony Joshua to get that win. That's just what it is. Eddie and Barry are not going to allow Povetkin to win. Not by no decision. Not in the UK. Not today. Yachty, Eddie, what should I do? Haha. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah. Eddie, what should I do? He saw that money, man. He said, Yachty said, me too, I'm rooting for Povetkin. He said, Povetkin has no chance, but I got my fingers crossed. They want to stop the fight after 2 punches. You know what? And that's the thing, Yachty, that even when I'm thinking about Deontay Wilder, which honestly, it shows you the bravery of Deontay Wilder. Because I believe when Wilder go over there, if Anthony Joshua like, let's say, if Wilder get caught with a punch like Luis Ortiz caught Wilder, right? Where you saw him visibly phase for a second. If they see Wilder phase for a split of a second, that ref is going to dive in there like it's a 10-foot deep pool and stop, it's over, like he's saving Wilder. It's over, it's over. I can see that. Or I can see that if Wilder hits Joshua something that hurts him, I can see Deontay Wilder getting a punching too hard warning. Time! Stop! Wilder, you punch too hard. That is illegal. Next time you punch that hard, I will take a point away from you. No, I will take a point away from you. You don't punch that man that goddamn hard. That is a felony over here. That is an assault with a deadly weapon. You can get charged. T-Dub was playing in sports. He said, they got to stop the fight after 2 punches. They gonna stop it. Man, I'm telling you. And for Wilder to go over there, listen. Parker fought a close fight, even though I thought Parker, should have did a little bit more in the last 2 rounds and probably could have put it off. I thought it was a close fight, but you look at them scorecards, it was not even a close fight. Them scorecards was like You know, Joshua just maneuvering on him, ice skating on him. You know what I'm saying? But Wilder's not going to win the decision. Povetkin's not going to win the decision. Povetkin, listen, man. Povetkin got a little power on him, man. Povetkin got a little kick in his punches. He got a little kick. And what Povetkin should do is, Povetkin should try to hit Anthony Joshua. I would come with an overhand right. I would set him up, maybe jab, you know, maybe jab, maybe get him used to some jabs to the body a little bit, maybe used to a straight right a little bit, and then all of a sudden I will look down the belly button like I'm a jab, and I will come with an overhand right, and I would throw with the punch of a demigod, not demigod Charles Martin, but wow! And if he drops Joshua, you know the thing about it, man. I don't think they're not gonna let Joshua lose. If Joshua gets dropped, he gonna probably count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even though Joshua stood up, 9. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you sure? Did he hurt you? Everything good? Just giving him more time to rest up. You know what I'm saying? And then now I wouldn't be surprised if the ref inside there keeps some scissors, cuts the tape. Hey, time out. Tape his glove back up, guys. Need to tape his glove up. You know, they're not going to let Joshua lose. But again, guys, he says, what we got? He said, were the UK refs are soft and notorious for stopping fights early? Yeah, man. Joshua just had a fight stop early. And that's the thing about it. Like I said, if Joshua lands a good punch, especially if they think that, you know, especially with Wilder. If Wilder hits Joshua, if Joshua hit Wilder, and let's say Wilder backs up, man, that ref is going to be looking to jump in like, please, just one more. You know, even if Wilder blocks it, that's enough. Time. And that'll count as a loss. And Deontay Wilder probably disputed for a short stoppage. And then they would come back and say, nah, it was justified cause and it's a loss in your record. And then Joshua will happily accept that BS. The Tackham stoppage. Right. Exactly. The Tackham stoppage. You know, dog, right. Takes his own time out. Man, the dude takes his own. Listen, man. This dude calling audibles, timeouts, everything. Like, you know, like, even when he fought Parker, like, something happened. He looked at the ref like, come on, step in for a second. Like, I can't remember what he did, but he's controlling. You know, he's telling the refs what to do. You know, like, that's what I said, man. Like, you know, me, if I want Povetkin to win or not, it really don't. You know what, man? Like, when it comes down to it, if Povetkin wins. But, you know, honestly, I would like to see Deontay Wilder knock his head off. Knock Anthony Joshua's head off. That's what I would like to see. Because after Povetkin beats him, then that's going to be it. It won't be a reason to fight Anthony Joshua. And then Povetkin won't even have that hype, you know, like Povetkin Wilder. Even though I don't think Povetkin wants that fight with Wilder, because when they asked him about fighting Wilder, and they were like, you know, it was an interview, and he was saying, like, you know, basically, like, nah, he really wasn't as interested at that time. Talking about the whole, you know, he didn't say much, but the whole drug scandal, because remember, Deontay Wilder and Povetkin was already supposed to fight, but somebody got tested for some banned substance. You know, I ain't saying no names, but I don't think Wilder ever got tested positive for the banned substance. Oh, it said, man, yeah, dude, he's not calling all of us, man. Yeah, y'all. He said the Russians going to have to knock him out. Look at the Nigerian myself, and I'm rooting for Povetkin. Hey, what's going on, man? Shout out Nigeria. Hey, are you in the U.S. or are you in Nigeria? But hey, shout out either way to you, man. Thanks for coming to the channel. It's your boy T-Dub with Blazing the Sports. I'm actually at home right now, so I want to go live. I want to do like a live video in my typical setup. Hope you guys like it. My goal is to, guys, I'm trying to get over 1,000 subscribers, so please share and like. If you got other boxing friends, I'm like, hey man, come out to this channel. This guy go live a lot. Hit the like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell, guys, so whenever I go live, you will get it. But you know what, man? We got some good fighting coming up. We got Canelo Alvarez coming up versus Triple G2. They're trying to charge $85 on a flip for that fight. We got Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter. Honestly, I'm interested in Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter, and we're going to get that next weekend, I believe, right? Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter. Gosh, you know, that's a separate video by itself. I'm gonna have to come back and just do a video talking about that and maybe mix in some Canelo and Triple G. But what I want to touch on this one, I definitely want to get on this Deontay Wilder, the Eddie Hearn, the Anthony Joshua, the Barry Hearn, and listen, the cat's out the bag, man. The cat, they open it up, the cat's out the bag. Barry said push it off 2 years. Eddie Hearn has been on many videos saying the exact same thing that Barry's saying, that what if we push the fight off like Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao? Anthony Joshua even said that I don't have to fight him till 2018, 19, 2020, 2021. We'll freeze him up. Come on, man. Come on. Barry Hearns had an idea. He told Eddie. Eddie told Joshua. Joshua said, well, what do you want me to do now? See, when they first told Joshua that, it was before that Deontay Wilder offered the $50 million. So it was before the $50 million came up. And then once he came with that $50 million, once Deontay Wilder said, listen, I want that smoke. I'm all about them cools. I'm all about them Marlboros. I'm all about them Campbells. I don't need no filters. Let's go. Here's the money's in the bag. And then Josh was freezing up, you know what I'm saying? What I do, Eddie? That's $50 million up front, Eddie. That's $50 million up front, Eddie. It's probably flat. No, $50 million plus 50% on the back end money, Eddie. What do I do? Daddy said make him wait 2 years. Is that the best idea? For us it is. It may not be for you. But shit, if we can keep milking you, keep you fighting, I mean, of course, we give you, your 20, 15 million here and there. Yeah, for us it's a good idea. Well, if you say so. All right, let me get to the chat real quick, man. He said, who wins? Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter? You know what I'm gonna do, man? I'm gonna wrap this one up, and I'm gonna come right back, and I'm just gonna talk about Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter, and maybe some Canelo and Triple G mixed into it, because I want to get into that. That's fight's coming up. I want to get into that. Canelo Triple G getting illegally streamed by me. I ain't paying $85 for two guys scared of Charlo. He said I'm illegally streaming this junk. He said Barry Hearn versus Eddie Hearn. Hey, who they win? You know what I mean? Yeah, physically right now, Eddie get him. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Eddie might tell him like, listen, Dada, Papa. I'm grown now. I'm 6'5". Barry might flip his ass over, put him back over his knee. Like, he said, Eddie, I told you that's two in the bonds now. Oh, that's one in the bond, two in the bonds now. I don't know, man. Barry might get him. I don't know. He said, I ain't paying no $85. I'm with you. All right, guys. Give me a second. What I'm doing, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna create a thumbnail. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be about Sean Porter versus Danny Garcia. That is a fight coming up, man. So remember, guys, you can always call in 314-884-1013. Talk to me. You can give your thoughts on the fight, or you can just chill, man. If you're at work, I understand it because I'm doing work hours. Hopefully, it's with some kind of entertainment to you guys. And we're gonna come right back with Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter, and we're gonna talk about it. And we might even tell you who wins. I don't know. T-Dub, what's blazing the sports? We are here. We are here live.